शंभवे नमः शंभवे नमः शंभवे नमः। ओम ओम यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तमहदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशम् मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। वेदांतार्थ विभासकाय गुरवे शांताय सन्यासिने नानावादितगेन्द्र संगपवये योगीन्द्र वन्द्याय च मोहध्वान्तदिवाकराय भगवत्पादाभिधां बिभ्रते तस्मै भाष्यकृते नमोऽस्तु सततम् पूर्णाय बोधात्मने सर्वतन्त्र स्वतन्त्राय सदात्माद्वैतवेदिने श्रीमते शंकरार्याय वेदांत गुरवे नमः। योऽवतीर्ण इहाचार्य रूपेण सिद्धिनामुदे श्रीमन्नारायणं वन्दे तं हरिं करुणानिधिं। मननाख्यं प्रकरणं वासुदेवयतीश्वरैः रचितं विस्तरेणाद्य संग्रहेण प्रकाश्यते। बालानाम् उपकाराय मम विषयानसिद्धये तत्र श्रीबालगोपाल कृष्णसन्निहितो भवेत्। ओम। So the topic that is going on is Purva Paksha has raised a question because there is a seeming contradiction over here. On one hand, the same Shastra, which means the Veda, is saying Avashyam Anubhoktavyam Kritam Karma Shubhashubham. Inevitably, one will have to undergo the experience, the result of the karma that one has performed, regardless of the fact whether it is auspicious or inauspicious. Avashyam Anubhoktavyam Kritam Karma Shubhashubham. Then, on the other hand, we find the second portion of the Shastra, which is the Jnana Kanda, says, Jnanagni Sarvakarma Bhasmasat Kurute Tatha. So we understand that the Jnana Agni, the knowledge, the fire of knowledge, destroys all karma. If the karma is destroyed, how can that be? The phalam can be experienced, which means that the karma diminishes itself completely, exhausts itself completely, only after it is experienced, not without having experienced it. So there is karma which is yet to be fructified, which means that it is yet to be experienced. But the fire of knowledge destroys it. So it seems that the first statement is getting falsified by the second one. So now over here, avashyam, no matter what, it is inevitable to whether then why just put this condition of knowledge? It could be anything. You will have to experience it. And so avashyam anubhoktavyam, but knowledge destroys it. Actually speaking, there are only three ways how the karma can be exhausted. There is no other way. There are only these three things through which the karma is exhausted. One is by undergoing the experience that it is supposed to deliver. Once when the karma gives that experience or the karma phala, then after there is that karma is finished. The second is through another action which can neutralize the effect of the previous one, which can neutralize the effect of the previous one. So some papa karma is done. Then you do some prayashchitta karma, which now the Shastra only told that this is pap. Now the Shastra only has the capacity to tell that this is the prayashchitta karma, the action of atonement. Nobody else. You just can't do it yourself. Oh, I have done it. Repentance and all. No repentance and all. In fact, you will come to say that all this repentance and all this is a tamasa vritti. Did we do that ever? Huh? Here or in, I think in Tatvanusandhanam it has come, right? No, in Jivanmukti Vivek. Huh. No, you are having some regret. Why did I do? Why did I do? Oh God, why did I do? Oh, why did I do means if you were to have this buddhi, why am I doing it then? You would have been avoided doing it. But having done that, now what are you going to do? It is just lamenting over the spilt milk. But then in some religions and all that, this repentance itself is called as a big spiritual practice. We are going to say that this is just some sort of a tamasa vritti only. Oh, what is it? Now you lament over that spilled milk. Now that milk is going to go and sit in the pot again. It's gone, it's done. Now the next that may follow is that the path which has happened, now you can reduce its effect through another karma, but you do not know which karma will do that. And therefore, over there also, the Shastra has the pravesha. So, what is papa and what is the prayashchitta for which papa is what only Shastra tells. So, the second way of overcoming the karma, nullifying the karma, papa karma, is prayashchitta. Then there is a third, and that is brahmajnana. Okay. Why? Because in the brahmajnana, the kartrutvam and bhoktrutvam itself gets falsified. Once the kartrutvam and bhoktrutvam gets falsified, okay, so what karma took phalam for whom? Bhokta itself is just like a dream. So in dream, you murder someone and then you wake up and you say, do you go and tell the police, well, sir, I murdered yesterday somebody in my dream, please arrest me. Because that the murderer has gone now. Where is that karma phala of that murderer? Huh? Where is the punishment to be sentenced to that murder? Gone. Like that over here. Brahmajnanam is the only way out. So these are the three things. Now over here it is said, Janagni sarvakarmani bhasmasat kurute. So he is seeing a contradiction because avashyam anubhoktavyam kritam karma shubhashubham A and B is Janagni sarvakarmani bhasmasat kurute tatha. They are so both these sentences are at loggerhead or in opposition with each other. How to resolve such a conflict? So over here, we are told that out of these, whenever you are going to find a contradiction like this, what will you have to see, which is a prabala vachanam and what is a durbala vachanam? What was the simple definition of prabala and durbala vachanam that he gave? Siddhanta vachanam prabalam. And then Urvapaksha vachanam durbalam. Okay. Uh, so now evam avashyam anubhoktavyam iti vachanam tapasa kilbisham hanti iti prabala vachanena durbalam sannirasyate. Now if you remember, the second upaya which I spoke about, neutralizing the papa karma. What was that? Some sort of prayashchitta, etc. But all these upayas have to be suggested, given by whom?
Shastra.
Shastra alone. No, he said like that. That's why he and she and they and no, nothing. Shastra has to give. So that's why now here you have a Smriti Vachanam. Tapasa kilvisham. It is through the tapa that one destroys the pap. Kilvisham means pap. Hanti destroys the pap. Through what is the papa destroyed? Tapa. Through the tapa. Tapasa. Kilvisham hanti. Now, is this sentence also not, is this not in contradiction with avashyam anubhoktavyam? It is. But over here, how are you going to align these two sentences? Now you're going to say that now avashyam anubhoktavyam becomes a durbala vachanam. Though it is true that you cannot escape the karma phala, but this karma phala can be neutralized. That is also generated by one karma or not. So there can be another karma which will have its own result, and the result of this karma is to neutralize the earlier one. So there is no contradiction over here. And therefore, tapasa kilbisham anti, though, so avashyam anubhoktavyam becomes durbala vachanam, and tapasa kilbisham hanti becomes the prabala vachanam iti. When the prabala vachanam is placed in front of durbala vachanam, what happens to the durbala vachanam? Prabala vachanena durbalam san nirasyate. Got it? Are you people seeing that this thing, part of the sentence? Aradhana, do you have the book?
जी स्वामी जी।
मिल गया सेंटेंस?
जी स्वामी जी।
हाँ, प्रबल वचन दुर्बल सन्निरस्यते. Now, let us come to the conclusion. Tasma, therefore, sanchiteshu karmasu bahushu satsu api atmajnanena tani nashyanti eva. Now, this sanchita karma can be is enormous beyond your imagination as what kind of burden of this sanchita karma that one is carrying. Sanchita means karma which has yet not become prarabdha, which has yet not started fructifying. Those karmas which have fructified now are in this form of the body, etc., and they will give. So now certain experiences that one has to undergo as a result of some karma, and that is the experience can be had only in the body of a buffalo. Now, okay, I am in the body of a human being. I cannot experience the pain and the sorrow and joy of a buffalo. Imagine, I go to these various ashrams also everywhere, and all of them have goshalas. In that goshala, they keep the cows tied. And all these people, all Marwadis, everybody go pujan every day, morning, evening, they will do. That poor cow does not even have this long, this, what do they call that? The rope. It cannot even lift its head for once in life. Like that. It does, you can imagine what will be the radius of the, or, in what it can move. That cow, it cannot even, shake its head to take away the flies that are sitting on its back. Now people are saying that this is all their puja. But what puja is this? No, we are giving it nice shelter. If the cow is allowed to speak, it will tell you that, your puja, everything is nice. We will come. Like Nag Panchami day, do once in. But at least other days allow us, at least so that we can lift our heads properly. Or at least, go and sit in the sun. Or something like that. Tied completely. Now, that sorrow of a cow or joy of the cow, I cannot experience as a human being. For which, what is it required? For me to go and sit in a cow body. So now, when will that happen? Only so that prarabdha, that karma will fructify only after this human body finishes. And therefore, there is sanchita karma. Sanchiteshu karmasu bahushu. How is this sanchita? Is my voice clear to you people? Sanchiteshu karmasu bahushu. Sati, this being the case, बहुषु सत्सु अपि आत्मज्ञानेन तानि नश्यन्ति एव. Now they are all, they are capable of getting destroyed through atmajnanam. Karma bhave janma bhavaha. So now what will happen if the atmajnanam takes place? The karma will be destroyed. As a result of destruction of the karma, Sharira parigraha will not take place. Janma bhava will take. What is janma bhava means? Absence of janma will be there. If absence of janma is there, absence of sharira parigraha is there, what is the next thing? Dukkha bhava. So why is this absence of dukkham? Because of absence of janma. Why is there absence of janma? Because absence of karma. Well, sir, let there be dukkha bhava, like in the sleep. There is no anandavirbhav, dukkha bhave anandavirbhava iti evam iti ayameva siddhantaha. So now what is the final conclusion? In absence of dukkham, what is there? The ananda, swatma ananda, which is the nature of the self, that what is swabha becomes swarupam, becomes evident. Okay, that is it. Now you have not done anything in order to get happiness. There is nothing to be done. All that was done was to remove the ignorance. So thus atmajnanena karma nashyati. Karma कर्मा भावे जन्मा भाव जन्मा भाव जन्मा भावे दुखा भाव दुखा भावे आनंदाविर्भाव इति अयमेव सिद्धांतः. This is the conclusive judgment. Siddhantah. Iti Chaturtha Varnakam. Thus we complete the fourth chapter over here. You have any questions about this chapter or anywhere, any issue? Or shall we continue into the next?
In fourth chapter, I had one question.
Please.
It's regarding this Salokya, Samipya,
You'll have to speak little loudly.
Uh, it's regarding Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya. In those three, those are not the actual muktis, and the Sayujya is the ultimate one. Is what I have noted down.
No, we did not say it is not actual mukti. We are saying the principal meaning of the word mukti is sayujyam. Whereas the secondary meaning is this. Now let us say somebody says, one man says, I am married to my work. Does that mean that the wife will start thinking that my husband has brought me some south, what do they call? The rival. Huh? Does that mean? Huh? क्या है? In English, I don't think there is anything like this. The concept of
Not there.
So what is the principle? What is the principle? The principal meaning of the word wife means this woman only. But he can still apply this word that I'm married to my work, I'm married to, my office, so on and so forth. Is not it?
Yeah.
What happened was there was one very interesting thing in
mistress.
In,
English mistress. So if you have another relationship, they say
okay. Correct. So they also have this problem there. So what happened was this we have Bhajagovindam. In that Bhajagovindam, there is this one verse, and that is Parame Brahmani Kopina Lagnaha. Lagna means what?
In marriage.
Marriage, huh? You also say Lagna.
Yeah.
So that verse says that nobody wants to be united with Paramatma. Parame Brahmani Kopina Lagna. So there was this one girl attending that study class. Okay? She was unmarried. She started crying loudly. Then this fellow who was conducting the class, he asked, "Hey, why are you crying now?" She said, "I'm crying because nobody is ready to marry Paramatma. It is okay. Paramatma must be feeling bad. I'll marry the Paramatma." Now that word Lagna, the principal meaning though is, actually, getting married and all, but it means being united, one with Parmeshwara. Okay. So you can employ words like this. So mukti, what is the principal meaning? Sayujam over there. Okay, moksha. But this other three, salokyam, samipyam, sarupyam, also the Shastra calls them as also mukti. Because there is also freedom from dukkham. In that also there is freedom from. That's why Sarupyam, sorry, what is that? Salokyam, Samipyam, and Sarupyam. All of these are also called as muktis. Okay? All of you are okay? Parame Brahmani. Oh, Vinalak. Poor Parabrahma, poor Parabrahma. Parabrahma is wasting. His life is all wasted. No girl wants to marry. Now, iti chaturtha varnakam. You have any other question, Manu?
No, no, Swamiji.
Okay,
Clear now.
chalo aage. Panchama varnakam. Panchama varnakam. Asyatmano dukham sharira parigrahat shariram cha karmana iti uktam. Now, look at that, how beautiful. The opening line of this particular chapter is like the synopsis of the fourth chapter. Asya atmano dukkham. Why is there this dukkham for you? Why are you I am experiencing dukkham? Because sharira parigraha. Then shariram cha. Why is there even this, what brings the sharira also into existence? Shariram cha karmana iti uktam. This is what was said. Tat karma pratividham. This karma is of how many types? Tat karma kati vidham iti chet. If this is your question, shunu. Karma trividham. Karma is three types. Punyam, papam, mishram cha iti. Now, that punya karma means that karma, you understand what dharma. What is it by that? Yesterday only I spoke, right? Yesterday, day after. That what is called as punya or dharma is after having heard the shastras, some shastra vakyam, when you have this buddhi, I should do it. This, that karma is then called as punya. That it appears to you as kartavya. That is called as punya karma. Okay? Therefore, even kamya karma is also punya. Otherwise, if the kamya karma did not produce punya, why will it give you that result of some stri sukha, putra sukha, etc.? So, so now, karma punyam, papam, mishram cha iti. What is called as papa karma? having heard the sentence, you have this buddhi, the understanding arises in you that it should not be done. So that which is that comes to you through the nishedha vakyas is papaka. Got it? That itself is called as adharma, and punya is called as dharma. So what happens is, that's why Jaimini Bhagavan defines what is dharma. He says, Chodana Lakshano Dharma. You say Gayatri Mantra, na? Prachodayat. Over there, that Prachodayat means that which inspires. So this Chodana means that which inspires. So that which is an inspiration to do is then called as dharma. This is the Lakshana. Having heard the Shastra Vakyam, what is your buddhi? I should do it, is called as Punya Karma. Now I'm going to say another one sentence. Now here two sentences I'll say. Ahar har sandhyam upasita. Now this is one sentence. Ahar ahar means every day. My computer may just stop working. There seems to be something. There are this ahar ahar means every day. Every day sandhya should be performed. Ahar ahar sandhya upasita. Okay? This sandhya upasana should be done. Now, this is the Vakyam, Shastra Vakyam, and you have heard it. Having heard it, what is the buddhi that is born in you now?
Sandhya Upasanam to be done. Sandhya Upasanam to be done daily.
By
Sandhya,
whom?
by the individual. The person who's hearing.
No, you are only hearing now.
I have to do then. I have to do.
So that I should do this kartavya buddhi comes to you na. So this is the chodana. This is that prerana. Got it? Then there is another vakya. Brahmano na hantavya. Okay, one nishedha vakyam. Kalanjyam na bhakshyam. That meat, etc. should not be eaten. Or Brahmano na hantavya. The Brahmin should not be killed. Hantavya. Now you see, having heard this sentence, what is the buddhi, understanding that you have? That I must not kill a Brahmin. I must not eat this kalanjam. Is not it? So that which is nishedhatmak like this is then called as papaka. Doing that because you now yourself are going against your buddhi. Sometimes when papa is done unknowingly also, but it is still papa. So punyam, papam, and mishram chai. He will give you the example of mishra karma also. Mishra karma. Huh? Mishra karma. What is it? Devadi shariram punya karma phalam. तिर्यगादि शरीरम सर्वम पाप कर्म फलम, मनुष्यादि शरीरम मिश्र कर्म. Okay. So now Adi Shariram, he will tell you, Devadi, Adi, what can come into that Adi. To get the body of the Devas, celestial beings, okay, etc., is called as Punya Karma Phalam, is the result of Punya Karma, is the result of following Dharma. Then Tiryagadi Shariram, that acquiring the body of animals, etc., what is etc., we will see, is called as Papa Karma Phalam. Now you see this simple thing as that. Now some animal, that poor dog or a cat, is having some sort of a pain. Will it be able to tell you that I am having this pain? Some headache, even the cat must be having. Now. You have dogs and cats at the home, and then you keep the TV and that volume also very high. And that poor thing also has to keep on watching it. The ears of these animals are more sensitive than ours. And that volume is so high. Now you tell me, will this fellow not be having headache? But he cannot tell, nor can he understand why am I having headache. Because the person who is his master is a fool. Actually, that is the headache. So, and so now, Tiryagati Shariram, now he is simply only the कुछ प्रतिकार ही नहीं हो सकता है दुख का विशेष रूप से, है ना? प्रतिकार नहीं है. इसीलिए क्या है ये सारा? पाप कर्म फलम. You see why it is called Tiryagadi Shariram is called as Papa Karma Phalam. Then Manushyadi Shariram is Mishra Karma Phalam. Now you understand? Karma Katividham Trividham. Karma Trividham. It is Punya, Papa, and Mishram. Then that karma will have Karma Phalam. That karma will have its result. So the result of Punya is Devadi Shariram. The result of Papa Karma is Tiryagadi Shariram. And the result of Mishra Karma is Manushyadi Shariram. Okay? This is good so far. Then what happens? What happens? We have time. Computer is not going to shut down. Tathahi. Now he is going to tell you about that. Evam uktam trividham api karma utkrishtam madhyamam samanyam iti pratyekam trividham. Now even this karma with punya karma, papa karma, and mishra karma. Now these three are also further trifurcated. Each one of them will be trifurcated as Utkrishta, Madhyama, and Samanya. Okay? Like how you have degrees of comparison: positive, comparative, superlative. Like that. That Samanya means positive. Then somebody says, Ram is good. Ram is better than Sham. Ram is the best. Okay. So Utkrishta, superlative, supreme. Madhyama, comparative. And then positive, Samadhi, general. एवमुक्तं त्रिविधमपि कर्म उत्कृष्टं मध्यमं सामान्यम् इति प्रत्येकं त्रिविधम् एवम् उक्त कर्म भेदेन जन्म भेदश्च नाना प्रकारः. But sir, why are you telling us this trifurcation? What is the use? We didn't ask you. Is there any further subdivision of this karma or not? Did we ask? So then why are you telling? Because telling you is a part of that answer. Okay? And which answer, not just the answer karma, but of course it is their part, their question, immediate question, which is karma trividham. But then let us not forget that the main topic is still further. Why even this karma is taking place is also has to be answered. Na? So now this is a part of that entire big picture too. Immediately karma katividham. So we are going to tell you katividham trividham. And that what is trividham also furthermore trividham. Okay. Now, but why? What is the result? What is it that will give us by understanding this the trifurcation also? The further trifurcation, subdivision. He says, Evam uktam karma bhede. Because of these differences of the karma, what is the difference? Utkrishta, Madhyama, Samanya. Because of these differences, Janma Bhedascha, even the difference in form of birth is going to be there. Okay? Janma Bhedascha is going to be there. So, and that Janma Bheda is also how? Nana Prakaraha. Nana means many, many. Because now there is ample space for permutation combination. Ample. Okay? Tathahi. So, how now understand? Hiranyagarbhadi shariram punya karmotkristam. Acquiring the body of Hiranyagarbha. What is this Hiranyagarbha, sir? Huh? Samashti Sukshma Abhimadi. Who is this Hiranyagarbha? Samashti Sukshma Abhimadi. The totality of the subtle body. And over there in the totality, just as now you consider this. I have explained this before, if not here in this particular class, in other class. Our body is also composed of innumerable cells. Whatever is the number, if the scientists already have it, I don't know. But I'm going to say, I don't know, that's why innumerable for me. Correct? And even if they were going to tell me some trillion, million, and how many zeros are sitting there, I will not know. So it's okay. So, there are many, and every cell is a living organism. So that means that every individual cell has its own story. Is not it? And that every individual cell, by the virtue that it is living organism, it is saying ahamasmi, ahamasmi, ahamasmi. But now you as the totality of all this, do you ever feel that I am a sum total of many aham, or your experience about aham is I am one? Do you think that this I is an aggregate, a total of all the cells of many eyes together? कभी ये संबित होती है?
No.
No, we don't think.
Like that, this total samashti also is there. And this totality, whether it is the physical totality, and this physical totality has its root beginning in the sukshma totality. So this sukshma totality, if considered as a body, this I, which is the abhimani of the sukshma totality, is called as Hiranyagarbha. And that can be your experience if you have ample punya. And I am this total. Just as you have this experience that I am my little toe, and I am also the crown of the head, and every organ and every part, I am like that. Now this Hiranyagarbha experiences this total world is me. Okay. Therefore, he is not in conflict with anyone. And since there is no conflict, how is this absolute that you cannot imagine the peace and sukham? And therefore, it is the product of utkrishta punya. It is the product of utkrishta punya. So, hiranyagarbhadi shariram, punya karma utkrishtam. Then, indradi shariram, punya karma madhyamam. Okay. Then Yaksharakshasa Pishachadi Shariram Punya Karma Samanya. But Swamiji, this Yaksharakshas, all these are very distinct, na? Pap, Bhut Pret, na? What Bhut Pret? They have Punya. They have more powers than you. But their Punya, he is able to keep them. So even this Pishacha, Bhut, Yaksha, etc., if you see Amar Kosh, they are called as Devayoni. That's why we do not have this concept of devil and Satan in all this. But we don't have. There is nothing opposed to God. God is not at all in competition with anyone. Parmeshwara is Swa Mahimni Rajate. Parmeshwara is in his own glory. There is nobody to, nothing to challenge, alter, demean, no nothing. The Parmeshwara is in his own glory. So, what are these then? They are called as the Shudra Devatas. They have powers, more powers than you and me as Manushas. They have. And that's why they have the capacity to do Anugraha, etc. They can. So if you appease some yaksha and all, he will show you some treasure or wealth somewhere in a forest. Take it. If he is pleased with you. But that same fellow also can go berserk. And just as he has the power to do Anugraha, he also has some more power than you to do Nigraha also. Punish. So he told you, go take only 5 coins. And you said, hey, he's not looking, let me take 6. Forget the 5 also. He comes back with a swollen face. Hey, kya ho gaya? Hey, yaksh ne mara, yaksh ne mara. Go. So, yakshara, pishacha, the sharira, punya karma, samanyam. Now you understand? Then, paratapakaram. Now we are going to look at the papakarma. Now, papakarma also will be utkrishta, madhyama, and samanya. In that also, paratapakaram, kantaka vriksha, vishavriksha, vyagra, sarpa, vrishchika, uluka, mashaka, jaluka, adi shariram, sarvam, papakarmotkristam. Okay. Being born as a poisonous shrub, thorny plant, and something like that, shrub, or vishavriksha, vyagra sarpa, etc., or some jaluka. Jaluka means what do they call it? Leeches in the swamp. Jaluka is all what? Papa karma utkrishtam. What happened is, up in the Himalayas, there is one plant which grows very short like that. It is little thorny and it has got some leaves at the base. They become little broad, you know. And they have this, they thorny, underneath the leaf. What is it called? Nettle, I think. Nettle, you know. And they, if you touch that, it's it causes some reaction into the body which is similar to the sting of a scorpion. That's why it is called as bichu. It grows ample everywhere. If you go to America, they have this ivy. Somebody told me, "Hey, Swami, please don't go there. They look nice, those creepers, whatever those plants are. Some nice red colored leaves are. But if you touch, you had it. Like that, there is this bichu khas. So what happened was there was this one foreigner, um, you know, and one night he went out for number two. Up in the Himalayas, it is already cold and everything. And then they're used to using this tissue paper, no water. Na. So he thought that what to do. He took one leaf. And that was this bichu ghas. What is happening? That fellow then, in that state, became unconscious, any which ways. So, Kantaka Vriksha, Vishavriksha, Vyaghra, Sarpa, why are they called as Utkrishta Papaphalam? Because Paratapakaram, because from that there is only tap means nuisance to others. Their existence is what? Only a nuisance to others. Can anybody please tell what is the use of machar in this world? Huh? What great purpose this machar is accomplishing? Machar means what? You know, mosquito.
Mosquito.
Mosquito. What great purpose this mosquito's life? Some, in the ecosystem, it has got a great role to play. Other than nuisance, what is there? One mosquito in the room, he won't allow you to sleep. Now what? Sleepless man is is some part of proper ecosystem or what? Yeah. Hmm. So what? It is nothing but only papa karma phalam, and therefore uluka mashaka. See, say mashaka. Mashaka जलुकादि शरीरम सर्वम पाप कर्मोत्कृष्टम. Why utkrishtam? Paratapakaratvat. Because it has only one purpose, and that is to give suffering to others. Okay? We will see more when we meet next. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaha Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Kechavam Badarayam Sutrashritam Vande Bhagavantam Punah Punah. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murtibheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyaptadehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.